Now let me ask you guys this real quick. I have a couple names I've written down just from comments that I've seen. It seems like people want to hear you guys' opinion. Would you guys like to do that, or would you guys like to just jump to our? I know we've been on here for a while. Would you guys like to jump to our next
Let's get some
category?
opinions. Let's get some chat going. Let's work a little chat.
Perfect. So one of the names I've seen pop up a ton here is Dan Pena. Steven, I know you made a video on Dan Pena in regards to his wild grizzly bear defense. What opinion do you have on Dan Pena?
I mean, the guy is like, he's smart. He's made a lot of money from what I can tell. Now, there's a little bit of shadiness.
How can you tell? Where have you seen he's made a lot of money?
Okay, so actually I was going to bring that up because I've tried to figure out where he makes his money. And like it's all from this sell of this company, Western Oil or something like that, but I can't find any public records on it. So there's a bit of a question mark for me for there, but supposedly he had this big buyout of like millions of dollars. There was a weird thing going on with his company at the time where he either got ousted from his company, like the board was not happy with him. There's some kind of weird drama there. And he's very sensitive about it when people have asked him and challenged him before. There's like this video of him freaking out when a kid challenges him on where he made his money. He like threatens to like beat the kid. And it's like, dude, just answer the question. What's up with the fragile millionaires? So I think Dan Pena is someone who is consistently exaggerating everything about his life, including the bears he's supposedly killed. He never killed a bear with his bare hands. Give me a break. Including his testosterone levels. He's like saying he has the testosterone levels of an Olympic athlete at the age of like 70 years old. Give me a break. And then he calls himself like the $1 trillion man now, or he used to call himself the $50 billion man, which is misleading, even though he qualifies that as I've given $50 billion in value. What does that mean? Like, how do you quantify that? You can't. So it's just this big subjective number. It'd be like if I started throwing myself on like I'm the $50 trillion man because millions of people have watched my content and I'm going to take credit for all of their income collectively. It's like, it's just dumb. So not a fan of Dan Pena. He gives a lot of free stuff out there, so I like that. But overall, like, you know.
Fair enough. John?
I'm still I'm interested in where Coffee found that he made his money, because as far as I can tell, everything that I've ever seen about him is self-reported. From my loose research, if I can recall it, he basically created his own penny stocks and did pump and dumps. He basically did a pump and dump of some penny stock, and like that was the sale of the company, or that was his company listed on the OTC, which is over the counter exchange. It's basically like what the Wolf of Wall Street was doing and went to jail for. I think he just did it one time or something. I mean,
he claims to be the CEO of Great Western Resources Inc.
Where did he make his money?
He says he sold that thing for like millions of dollars or whatever. That's what he says. Okay, that's what he says. All that is verifiable is that he owns some kind, or somehow he has possession of some kind of castle in Ireland or whatever, and he dresses up in a suit. That's all we can verify.
There's some interesting similarities between him and the other gurus, right? So Dan Locke's a student of his. This guy, Matt Lloyd, who recently got sued and went to jail, got sued and lost to the FTC for like $300 million, was a student of his. Jason Capital is also a student of his. I think there are a number of other people who are, Spencer, do you know any other people who are students of his?
No, not off the top of my head, no, but I know those guys specifically.
Yeah, so those guys for sure, students of his. So he's had some of these like real, pretty hardcore, like Jason Capital, another cool dude.
And by the way, Jason's on our list, so we can jump to
I won't go over that. But basically, I find it weird. I think he's into this whole like secret bullshit. I think he's an actor. I think Dan Peña's an actor. I think the whole thing's an act. I think he wrote some fake story. It's like, who am I in the future? And he's like, I'm a $500 billion man. So I got to start calling myself a $500 billion man. I think the whole thing is an act. And he created this character because he wanted to be rich. And he just started saying, how am I going to make money? Oh, I'm going to charge people to go in my rented castle or some shit. I don't know.
Let's go, John. Let's go.
Fair enough.
I think the guy, I don't know. I think the guy's a joke. And I think the whole like tough guy thing is, I think that's totally an act. Like what the, You know, he's trying to get like business people that, I don't know, that lost their daddy or need a father figure or something.
Dude, hey, if you ever want a guest spot on CoffeeZilla talking about Dan Pena, dude, if you gave that same speech,
I looked into that guy. I think he's a joke, dude.
Honestly, come on. Hey, having a guest spot from John Crestani on Dan Pena would be maybe one of the greatest internet videos that ever hits the market, man. Oh my gosh, that was great.
I think in that leads.
I agree with you though. Like, it is targeting people who like lost their dads, because he's like, yeah, you need to grow up. You guys are garbage. It's like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? That doesn't work.
Yeah, well, I've had people say like, yo, you gonna go to like the Castle Summit? Like, I just, you know, like I've had people ask me if I want to like, you know, sign up too. And I'm just like, let me look into this guy. And the more I did research, the more I was like, I can't find anything concrete here.